Okay, this is a video about how to create a reference list. It's one of two different videos. I've got another video about how to do in-text referencing, but this is actually about how to create your reference list. And you can see here that the reason why we reference in the humanities is because we are using other people's ideas to support our claims, but we need to acknowledge that we're doing this, otherwise we're plagiarizing, which is a whole different problem, and I explain that quite heavily in the other video about in-text referencing. So let's talk about the different styles that I want you guys to focus on and get good at while you're here at high school. Okay, so this is the difference between APA and Harvard. I think APA is a little bit easier than Harvard. It's a little bit clearer, but I don't mind what you do so long as you are close or following both of these or one of these. So you can see here, what do you call it? You call it a references, or you call it a reference list. We don't use the term bibliography. No bibliographies anymore. It's a reference list. Edited work, which you guys don't have to worry about so much at high school level, but will certainly matter when you go to university. Data publication is parenthesized under APA, is not parenthesized in Harvard. I don't mind which one you do. I'll explain that in a minute when I show you actually what to do. And then down here you can see when you're doing in-text citations, which we're not worrying about, that's a different video, but you can see the differences here as well. So that's the difference between APA and Harvard style. Is now how do we actually do this? So this is the Australian Bureau of Statistics website. So I'm going to do a search over here, and I'm going to search okay, so then I go to this because I'm interested in the household income. And here you can see I'm going to use, let's say I'm doing an assignment about income and I want to have disposable income as a reference, so I need to use that. That means I'm going to be including this in my reference list. So how do I actually do that? Okay, so I go to my Word document and I have my reference list, and then spelt correctly would be good. And then I have to do the author, and the author comes first. The author for this is the Australian Bureau of Statistics. So I do that. And then I'm going to abbreviate that to the ABS, because when I use my in-text referencing, I'm going to use the abbreviation. Now, the next thing that comes in the APA or Harvard style is a year of publication, and so the year of publication here is 2022. And then I do the name, and it's actually the name of the page that you're after. So I've just copied that, and now I'm going to paste it, and I'm going to do keep text only, because then that makes it do like it returns it to a normal font. And then now I need to do the URL. Again, I've just copied that. And then I have to do last viewed is the date. Okay, now because this is the title of the document, we want to indicate it in some way. So you can do it with italics, or you can do it with quotation marks, but either way it needs to be indicated. So this is how I do my reference list. Now if I was going to do a second reference and it was Aardvark Incorporated, because companies can be the authors if they own the web page, and then let's say 2023, and then I'm going to say and then I'm going to have the URL, and then I'm going to have last viewed. Now I've got a problem here, right? Because this is Aardvark and that's Australian. So this is out of order, so I need to do this, and I need to put that above, because it must be in alphabetical order by author. So Aardvark goes before Australian. All right, so it must be that way. So that's how you do a reference list. That is actually APA style, not Harvard, but I call it Harvard. All these years I've been doing the wrong thing. Anyway,